I the asshole for wanting separate accommodations after learning I'd be sleeping on an air mattress in a crowded house for a week? I, 25 female, have been with my boyfriend, 24 male, for almost a year. I've gotten to know a good chunk of his dad's side of the family, and he's met my immediate family as well. However, his mum's side of the family lives several states away, and I've never met them in person. A few months ago, my boyfriend's mum mentioned that her mother would love for all of us to come visit, so she could finally meet her grandson's girlfriend. And while the idea sounded nice, I'm a pretty anxious person, and I get nervous meeting new people, especially when I'll be spending a lot of time around them. Still, I said I'd be more than happy to go. Sometime later, we found out that my boyfriend's grandparents had purchased plane tickets for everyone: my boyfriend, his little brother, the middle brother, and his girlfriend, plus me. I was, and still am, extremely grateful for the invitation and want to make it work. Not too long after that, I asked my boyfriend about the sleeping arrangements. That's when I found out that we would be sleeping on an air mattress in the living room for the entire trip. For some people, that might not be a big deal. For me, it honestly feels overwhelming. The trip is 7 days long. I grew up as an only child, have always had my own space, and I'm someone who needs downtime to recharge socially. Being around a large group of people I don't know for a full week, with no private space to go back to, sounds incredibly stressful. I told my boyfriend how I felt. I explained that I wasn't trying to avoid his family, but that having some privacy would make the trip much more manageable for me. He understood and agreed. We decided to book our own Airbnb and rental car, while still spending time with the family during the visit. The problem is that when his grandmother found out, she was very hurt and said she felt insulted and offended. This completely crushed me, since that was not my intention at all. I wanted to make a really good first impression, but I now feel like I've ruined my chances to do so. I'm now sitting here wondering if I handled this poorly. Should I have just dealt with the sleeping arrangements for a week to make a good impression? Was getting separate accommodations rude, or was it a reasonable thing to want? One additional detail: I'll be the only non-white person staying with the family. Nobody has ever been unkind to me, but being the newcomer in an unfamiliar environment already makes me so nervous, and I think that's contributing to my anxiety about the trip. Am I the asshole for wanting separate accommodations?